Hi, I'm April Goff Brown, your intuitive journey guide, and I am here today on May 19th, 2023, to offer a new moon reading for you. The new moon has entered Taurus, which is the planet of material, the zodiac, I should say, of material things. It is aligned to Venus, which is a planet around our desires and things that are important to us. And so, with this energy of Taurus and Venus, it is a new moon to really think about setting intentions that are truly part of your heart desires. Now, there are some energies that are going on with all of the planets and the way they are lined up for today. I am not an astrologer, but I follow one very closely. His name is Michael Lennox. You might want to check him out. At any rate, he talks about two distinct energies for this new moon. One is about this gift of flow, an intuitive guidance and connection to spirit we really feel dialed in. Now, this is great for having to set intentions because you want them to be in alignment with the greater force of the universe that is around you, around all of us, but how you feel it in particular. And so it's how we perceive our heart's desires and a new awareness about this. Saturn is putting us on notice that the unconscious and spiritual connection is where our greatest lessons are learned. So it's not out here, it is really inside where our greatest lessons are learned. And so while there's this flow, he talks about the fixed planets that are also lining up in a way that is creating some kind of obstacles for us. So, in other words, as we set our intentions to know that it's not necessarily going to be an easy road, there are going to be bumps in the road as you try to get these intentions to come to fruition. So, as I thought about that and I looked at in human design, we are entering gate 20 tomorrow. And that gate is the gate of patience. And it reminds us that we need to live in the now. And as we set these intentions of where we want to go, we need to know and trust that the right time will come for us to act on them. And so in thinking about intentions and setting the intentions for this new moon, still continue to live here in the present and work on those intentions to know when the time is right, they will manifest. It's also interesting that at the end of the month, on the 27th, we will be entering the gate 16, which is the gate of zest or enthusiasm. And so it was really important that we are setting our intentions for something that is our heart's desire, that we will maintain the enthusiasm, that zest to see them through when the time is right. So I thought that this all just was perfect timing, looking at our heart's desires, setting the intentions for them, knowing that it's going to take a little bit of time for them to come to fruition. And remember that it is with patience and zest, enthusiasm, developing the mastery, developing what it is that we need to accomplish to see those intentions come to fruition. Now, it was really wonderful to be able to pull all of that together. And so I have two questions, and I'm going to pull two cards for each question. The first question around the intentions is, what do we need to be aware of as we set our intentions? So what is it that you need to be aware of as you would set your intentions for this new moon? And let's see what two cards come out. Well, two came out together. And so I'm going to use those. One is Jeweled Web, okay, about connectivity. The other one came up reversed, and it is Root Girl, the Disowned Self. So let us see what these two cards are saying is that Jeweled Web is about the connections And with Root Girl, it is about the disowned self. And so as you're setting your intentions for this new moon, everything that you set is got this connectivity to it. You can see the web within there, and think of a spider's web and how in the dew that it is got all those wonderful droplets of dew that all connected into this beautiful patterns. And so our life is like that. It is a connectivity, a connection of lots of different things that move us forward. One of the things to be aware of as we try to see that our intentions that we set are moving forward is that Root Girl may come forward for you. Remember, I said that, I said that it's not going to come easy. There may be obstacles that come in the way. And those obstacles are those things that are deep inside of us that we need to bring forward in order for us to move in the direction and receive the heart's desires that we want. We don't always want to pay attention to those wounds that we might be carrying, those stories that we have believed. And so those stories, those hurts and that wounded child that's within you is part of the connection of who you are. And so to set the intention moving forward, you do need to go deep into that unconscious that Saturn was, that I mentioned in the Saturn part, is you need to go into that unconscious, into that internal part so that you can achieve your heart's desires. And so you need to be aware of that. Now, let's look at the second question is how do you bring those intentions to fruition? You know that it's all connected. You've got to now really look within and heal that part of you that is blocking you. And maybe that's the block, the obstructions that are going to be coming forward over the next period of time is actually stuff that is part of you. And so really think about that. So how do you bring these intentions to fruition? Let me see what two cards are going to come up. Okay. And, okay. So the two cards that have come up are Falling Angel, which is around spiritual narcolepsy. But we also have Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. We need to, and so with Fallen Angel, is stop being that fallen angel, okay? Part of Root Girl and staying tied to the wounds and the stories and not releasing them is that you get stuck. And you feel like a fallen angel as opposed to being able to spread your wings to achieve these wonderful intentions that you want to achieve. Magician's Sword is telling you to have confidence in your magic. You need to be, and the how to bring your intentions to fruition is to understand that you have that power within you. When you really release those wings and start to fly and have the confidence in your magic, you are not only the stories of your past. You are not only the conditioning that you have brought forward. You are this magnificent, magical being today that you can bring your intentions forward. And this is a perfect time to do so. Look at your heart's desires. Think of what those are. Set the intention today with this full moon. And you don't have to wait till nightfall because the new moon is not seen in the sky. So know that the new moon is here now. Set the intentions of your heart desire, the deep desires, knowing that you are going to work at them. You are going to put in the time and the energy that you need to see them to fruition because you have the magic to make that happen. It is time to make it happen. And so I hope this reading is helpful to you. It is my pleasure to do these readings when my heart says it is time, and I wish you all success in setting your fabulous intentions for this moon cycle. Have a wonderful, wonderful new moon today.